Alexa TV presents in 3, 2, 1. Dateline Schools with your host, Terry Harrington.
All this week on Dateline Schools, we're learning some healthy tips and keeping this holiday season a healthy and a happy one for all of our kids and families out throughout the Blue Water area. And to tell us all about it, my special guest is the Health Education Director here at the St. Clair County Health Department, Jennifer Michaluk. And Jennifer, I think a lot of people think of flu and cold kind of synonymous, a lot of the same symptoms, but they really have different type of symptoms, don't they?
Right. There is pretty much one key factor with the difference between cold and flu. And for colds, for example, you feel crummy and things like that, runny nose, blowing your nose, feeling congested in your head, but eventually you get over those symptoms. The flu, however, can cause much more serious complications, so that's pretty much probably the main difference. Though things like fever, congestion, respiratory, things like that is definitely that. Sore throats, and also with flu, body aches is very common, feeling really like so they say sometimes feeling like you've been hit by a truck. Those kind of symptoms can also be associated with the flu.
I know recently in the news we've heard a lot about Ebola, and you got like that 21-day incubation period. What about for a cold and the flu? How long does it take from you get contacted with somebody who has it to where you may actually get the flu?
You can be contagious with the flu up to a day or so before you actually show symptoms. And then once you have the flu, you can be contagious for several days afterwards. So it's really important that if you start feeling crummy, that you want to make sure to stay home.
Now, you mentioned earlier, too, with the flu shots and the vaccines, that recommendation is still there. Is it too late in the season to get that, or is it still plenty of time?
Plenty of time. In fact, if you haven't done so now would be a perfect time. People need to make sure that they know that once you get immunized against the flu, it can take up to 2 weeks for those antibodies to build up in your system to protect you. So there might be a little bit of risk there if you've been exposed to other people before those antibodies build up. So getting that flu vaccination now is a great time, because flu can actually peak around January or so, and then it can last as late as into May or June.
So they can get the flu shots at the health department, their local doctor world.
The good news is that you can get your flu shot at a variety of places. So here at the health department, we offer walk-in vaccination clinics on Mondays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to 4, or other days by appointment. And those walk-in flu clinics will end on December 22nd, and then it will just be by appointment. But you can go anytime to your local pharmacy that has those, and also your own provider, your own physician can also administer that.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.